I should have brought a pump, but I didn't. Hi, welcome to Tell a Friend. Today, it's a Tell a Friend Mom Edition. I'm Tella's mom, and I'm a teacher. And people often ask me what it's like to be a teacher, and they ask what our school is like. So I thought it'd be interesting to do a week in my life as a teacher in Korea. Now this week is a little bit busy. It's Holy Week, the week leading up to Easter, and we have the science fair this week. And it's also April Fool's on Thursday. So we have a lot going on, but I just thought it'd be a fun week to film. Obviously, I won't be showing my students or my school name or anything, but I thought I could still show you what I do as a teacher. Today, we just had regular class, and it was a full-on day for me. I had class all day except for one planning period. And in the middle, we went to watch the other classes do some science fairs. So I got to see Tella, my daughter, and she did a really cute science fair. I'll see if I can add a clip in somewhere, or maybe some pictures. So first period we had Bible. We talked about Holy Week. I work at a Christian school. I teach 4th grade, and we talked about Palm Sunday and the days leading up to Easter. And then for Bible, we normally have a textbook that is like an easy version of the Bible for 4th grade. And I like to do some discussion questions on it. But today we did something different, and I asked them to get into small groups and act out the story that we learned today or a part of the story. And they did a really good job. Then we had some library time. Reading is very important. And the kids, even though our readathon is over, they still love reading, and they did some good quiet reading. For math, we just reviewed decimals, and we finished learning about decimals, so we started a new project. Let me show you some projects that they've done before. This is a previous math project that they did that is still on my board. They did some fraction pizzas and made their own word problems and solved each other's work. That was really interesting. We have some units of measurement on the walls that they can look back to when they solve their problems. And today they started a new project where they're going to make their own menu or a price list, like a price list from their favorite stationery store or a cafe or somewhere that includes the price in dollars, not Korean won, because Korean won doesn't have decimals, but in dollars and cents. And then they have to create their own word problems related to that menu or price list, including at least 20 prices and lots of variations to their problems. We started doing that today. Then they had Korean, and after Korean we had history. We cover a lot of dates and a pretty long time period for 4th grade in history. So we organize it all in their individual timeline notebooks, and we also have a timeline on the wall, which again I will show you. And today I checked 1 or 2 dates that they have learned by heart, and then we did a Kahoot, a review Kahoot of the African King Mansa Musa. My school does not really encourage a lot of technology in the earlier years, so we are more of a pencil and paper books focused school, and technology is introduced much later. But I use these paper cutouts. So if you've done Kahoot, you know that the answers are like this in one color and shape. So I hand these out, and when they see the question on the board, they just fold it to the answer they think is correct and hold it up with their hand. So no, they don't shout it out, but they show me what they think is the answer, so I know if they got it right and they know if they got it right. And we just play together as a class, no intense competition, and they really enjoy playing it. They watch it on the TV. Mansa Musa Kahoot we did. It's very simple. Just a recap of what they've learned, and they love playing it. And then dear time. The end of our day is dear time. Drop everything and read. We did some more reading, and at the very end, I had to check their memory verse and catechism from last week because we somehow didn't have time to do that last week. Or we did have time to do that last week because last week a lot of kids were sick, so we decided to move it to Monday so we could check it all together, and they did a really good job. So that was my Monday. It was busy and a lot of academics going on, but we had some activities in there, and the kids are really excited for their science fair presentation tomorrow. So I'm going to do some writing marking for my writing class tomorrow and just go over what I need for our science fair, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Tuesday, the day of our science fair. My classroom is a bit of a mess because we have all our science fair boards and props in the background, so please don't mind the mess. Right now my students have gone to art, and I'm just going to blow up some science balloons that I got to hang in the science fair area later. I should have brought a pump, but I didn't. So here are some science flask-shaped balloons that I'm going to hang up downstairs while my kids are at art. I'll be right back. I'll also show you some of the boards before we set up. One team did one about how lungs work and made their own model lungs out of balloons. One team did a silver reaction experiment where they turned a plate into a silver mirror. One team made sugar crystals at home in beautiful colors. I'm back. So today we're going to, after art, have a writing class. And they've been learning a lot of different things. Essay writing, story writing, writing with a reference, and writing from pictures. And today we're going to finish off one of their free writing pieces. And then we're going to start something new where they write an informative booklet informing our lower graders, our third graders who are coming up to fourth grade next year, all about what it's like to be an upper grader. That should be fun. And then after lunch, we have our science fair the whole afternoon. Well, I'll talk to you later. I'm back. So my day is over. My kids have left. I just wanted to talk about what I did for the rest of the day. We had ELA and the kids did a really good job with their writing project. They're really excited about it. They had some great ideas. And we chose together what 5 sections we would include in the informative booklet. I'll show you some of the other projects they've done previously. They're really a creative bunch, and they really love writing. So these are some storybooks that they've done. After they learned creative writing, they wrote their own stories. And then after our writing class, we had lunch and we had our science fair. The kids did a really good job. I'm really proud of them. They were so cute. They were nervous about presenting to the older kids, the kids who are in grades that are higher than them. But actually the upper graders came and they were very impressed, and they said, oh, how do they know all this already? When did they learn these difficult things in science? And they got really good feedback, so they were really excited and they did an excellent job. So it was a really good day. We're all very tired but happy, and so now I'm just gonna go and get some stuff ready for tomorrow, and I have a meeting, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Hi, it's Wednesday. Today I'm wearing a necklace of a picture that Tella drew when she was in first grade. It's cute. Today is a day of many meetings. I already had a meeting this morning, a division meeting, while my class was in orchestra. And then later on at the end of the day, I also have another whole staff meeting. Right now, they have a lot of special subjects today though, so right now they're doing PE, and that gives me some time to work on other things. I have a stack of writing that I'm going to mark, and I'm gonna do some paperwork. I need to write a monthly newsletter, things like that. And then after lunch, we'll have a double math where they get to continue working on their decimals math project. And I might do a little game of decimals Kahoot too. So that's my day today.
Hi.
Hi. So we're at home. It's still Wednesday. And I have some prepping that I have to do at home. I am going to fill in loads of Easter eggs to prepare for the Easter egg hunt that my class is doing. And Tella and Ria are going to help me. Ria's gone because she had a slime emergency, but she'll be back. And actually, we started this a couple of years ago, but my class does an Easter egg hunt with the kindergartners. That's cute, right?
Aww.
And 2 years ago, Tella was a kindergartner, so she did it with my class.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And this year, Ria is in kindergarten. So Ria's class is going to do a joint Easter egg hunt with my class on Friday. And now we're going to fill them. What are we going to fill them with, Tella? Ria joined us. Okay, now Tella was just going to show us what we're going to fill the eggs with. With some chocolate Easter eggs, and some other chocolate, and some white chocolate, and I'm going to cut some Easter stickers and put them in there too. So, let's get to work, my bunnies. These are beautiful eggs, and my Easter elf, Tella, is going to help me fill them.
Easter little bunny. Or
We are done.
Oh.
Whoa. Look at our glorious eggs. Good job, girls.
Mommy, what is this?
Yeah, we've got a color blocked egg. Hey, stop opening them. They're hard to put back together. Okay, ready for the school Easter egg hunt. And then we have to do it all again on Saturday because we have our Easter egg hunt with our friends on Sunday. Right, bedtime.
Good night. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
It's Thursday now, and it's a good day so far. We have more science fair to watch today. So this year, because of COVID, we had our science fair spread out a little bit more. So only one class goes to see another class one at a time as the audience. So we're trying to limit the number of people that are together. So today, my class got to watch the 5th grade, and later in the afternoon, we're going to watch the 6th and 7th grades. So that'll be fun. In Bible today, we learned about King Ahab and about his death and some of the bad choices that he made. And so in the story, King Ahab throws off his gown and pretends to be somebody else so that he doesn't stand out in the crowd, so he won't die in the battlefield. And in the process, so we learned about the story, and we also learned some new words, like armor. And in the story, a random arrow goes into one of the joints of the armor. So like what a joint is. And then we had a nice discussion about the story. They had some individual time to think about it and write some answers first, and then we had a discussion, and that was a really good class. Then we had math, and we started learning about angles today. So they got their protractors, and we learned how to measure angles. We went through all the definitions, point, line, segment, ray. We talked about right angles, and they did some questions. That was fun. And the next period we had history. We were learning about Queen Elizabeth, and we were listening to some of the audiobook. But we didn't have a long history lesson. We had to have a short lesson and go down to watch the 5th grade science fair, which the kids really enjoyed. They learned a lot about sea animals at that fair. And now the kids have gone to PE. Later on in the day, we are going to, later on in the day, normally, I take them outside. I try to take them out once a week to play and get some fresh air outside. But we can't do that today properly because they have to watch another science fair in the afternoon. So instead, I'm thinking maybe I'll take them up to the roof so they can get some fresh air that way and some activity squeezed in before we go see the science fair. Yep, so that's my day, and I'll see you later. Today, Tella and Ria are gonna stay with me after school, so we will tune in together then. I'm back. It's the end of the day. I just had a really long meeting that I thought was going to take 15 minutes, but it took an hour. So Tella and Ria were in my classroom doing their homework, right? Yeah. And I just realized I forgot to tell you about the amazing April Fool's prank that I pulled on my students today. It was the beginning of math time, and I told them we were having our vocab test, but it would be in a new format, a word search. So I gave them this word search, and they had to find 10 words from our vocab list, circle them, and then write the meanings of 3 words down here. And at first they were so excited because a word search is fun. And it's easier than their usual test. But here's the prank. There are no words in there. It was one that I made up. It's a fake word search. But I told them they had to be quiet. It's still a test. And we were dead serious about it. And I had my camera rolling for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. And they were, I'm so sorry, kids. They were in agony. They were like so stressed that they couldn't find any. And then to add to their stress, I pretended like some kids were getting it. I was like, oh, good job. Yep, now write the meaning too. And then when they started to get a little upset, I said, April Fools! And it was so funny. I'll see if I can include a clip that doesn't show their face. So an idea for teachers for next year. Right, we have to go. The kids have piano. My kids, my girls, Tella and Ria have piano. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna go with the top down because the weather is really nice. See you. We want to say bye. We're gonna go home now. We're going home now.
Roof down.
We're stuck in traffic, but we'll get there eventually.
No.
27.
In 200 meters, please drive safely.
Hi, it's Friday, finally the last day of the school week. And today I'm sitting next to my plant that I brought to school. We had science today. So today's Friday, so in the morning we had assembly. I'm sorry, it's a bit noisy because I have the window open and there are buses outside. But after assembly we had science, and we are learning about insects at the moment. So I brought this Venus flytrap, which is a plant that eats insects, in the hopes of showing them how it works. But it's a little bit sad right now because I had it delivered to me, so it was in a box for a day or two. So we're trying to revive it by putting it here so it can have more sunlight, and we're going to water it, and once it revives, we'll do a lesson on that. Today we talked about the parts of an insect's abdomen, and the ovipositor and clasper and all that, and they drew a diagram. We talked about it, but wrote down some notes. That was very interesting. And right now they've gone to their special classes. In the afternoon, today is Good Friday, so we're going to do some Easter activities. We're going to dye some eggs as a class, and then at the end of the day, in our actual deer time that we normally use for deer time, in the last 30 minutes, we're going to join up with the kindergarten class, Ria's class, and have a fun Easter egg hunt and some games. Right, so that's my day today. I'll tune in later for my last bit for this. Tell a friend. Bye. So it's me again at the end of my Friday, the end of my week. I just wanted to update you on the rest of my day. We did some egg dyeing, Easter egg dyeing with my class, and for some of the students it was their first time ever, so they really enjoyed doing that. We put some stickers on it, we did some Easter scratch cards, and some kids got to do the shrink wrap with the hairdryer, and that was really fun. And then we did a joint Easter egg hunt / race in the gym with the kindergartners, and my class, the kids were so sweet. They really took care of the little ones, helped them find eggs, and they shared all the finds, which was like chocolate and stickers. We had a really good time. And now the kids have gone home for a short Easter break, And that was a loud beep. That was a loud beep in the background because I have my windows open. And now I have a teacher's prayer meeting that I have to go to. And after that, that'll be the end of my week. So I hope you enjoyed watching the week in my life as a teacher instead of Tella's mom. And I hope to see you again. So if you like this video, please subscribe and press like and share this video. And I'll see you next time back as Tella's mom on Tella's channel, Tell a Friend. Bye!